Can you see me?
There you are.
Okay.
There you go.
All set.
Those new shades?
Yeah, but
They're nice.
you know, it's not like new shades. Through the pandemic, I got 40 new pair of glasses.
That was where your
off
pandemic
the
dollars.
internet. That's why I didn't go shopping anymore. Just, oh, look at those glasses. And you know, you buy a lot of clothes, and not to put China down, but it comes from China, and they're small, would fit you. It's like, you know, yeah, we just had to send a lot back.
Ooh, they're nice.
Get them send something else, and they had another trick where, you know, they have these great pockets, but there's no pockets, it's just the flap.
Just the fake pocket.
Yeah.
I've been fooled by that one too many times.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, man.
Hey, cool.
Yeah, cool. I enjoy our frequent chats. There's always something to talk about with you.
Yeah.
You're always on the go. You're always on the move. Constantly on to the next thing. Who instilled that into you? How did that become you?
Well, it's just what I do. I mean, you know, there's a lot of the months of the year I don't do anything, but right now you got me on a workload of making with T-Bone the next country album of mine, and some other things we're doing together, and then writing a few songs for the country song, you know, and putting it up, playing drums on every track,
Of course.
and singing every track. So, you know, it's been work, and then the end result was 4 days later you're on tour. And we left, and we've only been away a week. We left Sunday, a week Sunday, and we landed Saturday. And we'll be leaving Wednesday for a day. You know, I don't do as many gigs. I've got like say next week 4 gigs, and I think the following week 4 gigs.
It's a lot of gigs, man, for anyone, you know.
Yeah, I'm in a mixed bag. You can sing, and then you have a break. He sings one, he has a break. I sing, well, I have a break. It's not like Paul is singing every song,
Right.
And or Mick or whoever. So we all, you know, pass the baton.
You pass the baton along.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it makes me think as well, you know, back in the day, gigs were what, 20, 30 minutes?
Well, ours were 30, say.
Okay.
Or we played them fast if we didn't like it, and it was 25.
But, you know, you didn't, from your last tour with the guys in '66, then '89 when you started the All-Stars was, you know, the first time you really got back onto the road properly full time. So going from those 20-minute, 30-minute gigs to, you know, in the late '80s, shows were up to 2 hours.
Yeah.
What was that transition like? Do you remember that?
Well, you know, the first band I put together was like an all-star band, and you know, that came out of the blue. Somebody mentioned to somebody who mentioned it to my lawyer that you know, this company wondered if you'd go on tour, and I thought, yeah, why not? So I called everybody, and everyone will tell you that I had to stop calling because we would have had an orchestra. We had Joe and Dr. John, at like mixed bag of people I love, Levon and Rick and Nils. And so that's when it started. And, you know, it's been going on since '89, you know. And we've had some great bands, and we've had some good bands, and we've had some people who don't know their place in life. But, you know, that's how it is.
Is it still the rock and roll lifestyle?
It's not really, is it?
When did that change?
Yeah, well, no. I think when I was 30.
You were like, enough of this.
Well, it's not rock. You know, the rock and roll is up all night, out all night, doing, playing. Yeah, you know, probably 40, 40-ish when I stopped that lifestyle. But you know, we're still got to get up. We got to get in the truck. We got to get to the gig, and we got to go and do it.
Yeah.
You know, and nobody's gonna. Oh, I don't. You know, I don't feel like it. Nobody ever says that in my band.
Well,
We're up and we rock and we do our best, and I say that's the only thing when we're putting it together. is that I will do my best for you. I want you to do your best for me and for him, and that we all just get up there and do it. And you know, the bands like the All-Star, well, let's just keep it with this one. Sometimes somebody plays the wrong note, but we get on with it. You know, it doesn't all stop. I just love it, and it's the best way I can go out, because I can play drums to your songs, I can play drums to my songs, I can be down the front, peace and love in, singing the ballads, you know, and I just love the format. You know.
It's a great format.
Yeah.
You know, you've said, you know, recently in a press conference that nobody loves to tour, and I can see why, but you do it for the pleasure of playing.
Well,
to
you've
the
got
people.
to tour to do it if you want to do it.
Right.
You know, that's how it is. But nobody wants to sit in a bus for 9 days.
Oh, you're bussing, are you?
No. No.
I was like,
I was trying to
geez.
be down. You
Yeah,
know?
all the boys on the bus sounds
Yeah,
good.
no, we go by plane.
Okay.
Because, and if I'm on the plane, the band's on the plane.
Yep.
If I'm in the hotel, the band's in the hotel.
Yep.
That's how we do it.
Yep. You know, and you close every show, obviously. Your set list, you mix it up every tour. You know, this one you've got a little bit of look up in there, which is great. You know, you close every show with a little help from my friends.
Yeah.
You know the crowd is going to explode.
Yeah.
It's going to be a moment for them. What's your relationship to that song now? You know what the audience's relationship is.
I love that song.
Yeah.
And I thank Paul. I mean, I can go on tour because he wrote that song for me. And, you know, Yellow Submarine, they're the two major songs for my audience. But I'm shocked and surprised because I put Octopus's Garden in and they love it. I never put it in and said, oh, we don't want to be under the sea for 2 songs. Now we're getting under the sea again.
Yeah, absolutely.
An Octopus's Garden in the shade. And yeah, it goes over really well.
Yeah, of course it does, man.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
smash.
no, for me, it's like I didn't want to do it
Why?
because we've done Yellow Submarine.
You don't want to be
it's
under
like,
the sea. Yeah.
like we're underwater.
Yeah.
So anyway, I love it now. You know.
And the fans do too. From the start of that lick, everyone knows what it is.
Yeah.
You know, we're here to celebrate, obviously, the tour, but as well as STARR ART, this new exhibition you've put together. I'm familiar with your art. I own a piece of your art. I purchased a few years ago one of your printed drum heads. It was Bandana Man with a paint can. I love it. It's framed beautifully in my house. It's cool that you're able to give people this little piece of you, right? And you've got this exhibition in an amazing gallery, Grand Canal Shops at the Venetian Resort through October 15th, obviously coinciding with your residency. Do you want people to look at your art and your works, I guess, as a separate entity from the knowledge they already have of you, or do you think it kind of comes together?
No, I think it's all connected to the music, to the other band, to me doing this, and it's like just part of me. So another, 5% can do that. This can do 10%. This can do this. All adds up to 100. And painting one of the things I like to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I love to drum. I love to be on stage, I even love the part where I'm in front because I got the band behind me. And, I just think if anything, I just get up and do it, I'm only trying to think about it now because you asked the question, but no, I'm just painting.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of paints, and somebody says, well, we could put some of them to good use for the Lotus Foundation. That's what it's there for. And we're putting it with some of the ones like you've got from Drumheads that are, we've printed like 100 of that one,
Signed them,
20 of them, and they're just in the tours as we go around. Instead of a T-shirt, buy a Drumhead.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Look, that's a piece of memorabilia to take home with you, something a bit more personal. You started painting in the 90s while living in the south of France. I also would have started painting if I was in the south of France. But was that your earliest relationship to art? Is that the first time you remember picking up?
No, I'd done it before. Sort of. I don't think I even have any of them. wherever they went, I don't know. I was a bit bedazzled in those days, and so I actually went to Monaco in '76, and I was doing it there, and I did it because of all the painters in the neighborhood. Over the years, they'd all lived up there, over there. You know, so many painters, well known in the 20s, in the 10s, and then of course some of them moved to Paris, and you know, I just have to tell myself, you're not Rembrandt. Just do what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm not like trying to be, you know, one of those guys. Just do what I do.
Ringo Van Gogh.
And the spin art, they would have loved spin art
cool.
in the 30s.
It's cool.
And you know, that's like still a crazy way of painting. I mean, I still use the brush as well on other paintings, and I just do what I do. You know what I mean? I don't have like this big plan. It's just like, oh, that happened.
You know, you work in many mediums. Obviously, you've mentioned some of them: drums, vocals, painting, photography. Is there a common thread about how you approach all of these things, or is it just each medium to their own?
Yeah, I just get on with it.
Just do it. Whatever
Yeah.
comes out.
And because as I said, I'm not Rembrandt, and in the painting, and I play drums the way I play drums.
Yeah.
That's what you get. And you know, I play on other people's records, and they send the files, I send the files back, and I always say, use me or lose me. You know, if it didn't work for you, just take me off.
Right. Right. And you obviously have some digital works that are going to be in this exhibition as well, sometimes likened to kind of the Microsoft Paint style.
Well, that started in sort of the late 90s.
Right.
Nothing better to do, and you've got a laptop, and they had this program, Kid Pix.
Oh, you used Kid Pix for
Yeah.
those? I
Yeah.
used Kid Pix all the time. That's so
but
funny.
It's gone now.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Why they took it off, I'll never know. Kids Pix, bring it back.
That's so funny.
I only found that out because, like, last month, I thought, oh, let's see Kids Pix.
Get back into it.
Scotty is a genius, comes and looks at my computer and everything. No, it's gone. They don't show it anymore.
You could probably find the little disc on eBay or something,
Hey.
$5.
Well,
I'll gift it to you next time.
tell them, if you've got Kids Pix on something, send it to him
Send
and
it.
he'll give it to me.
There you go. The next time we catch up.
Because it had the big thing about that was it had the bucket,
I remember.
and you press
I
and
remember.
it's all blue.
It is so hilarious to me that that's what you were using. My brother and I used to slam that all the time. It was a great creative outlet when we were younger. When you're creating these things, right? What are you doing? Like, what's the vibe? Have you got a record spinning?
No, it's what I've made that move. What comes up, what will go around it, and you know, I've started doing 5 years ago. Besides the wooden men, which are my men, I've got these, and there's 4 of them. They don't look anything like the 4 of us, but you know, it's because it's 4 people, and in my head I see them all. And 4 lads in different poses, you know, and it's rough, and it doesn't look like no one because I can't do faces. I can do this face, but nothing that looks like you. And I was thinking, actually, it was funny you asked me, because I was thinking it'd be great to have. First of all, I wanted them to be in an animated situation, and there's some great ones of them. And they move in like next door. They're just in the streets, and that's how they are, you know. And they're rough and ready teenagers. Or they could build a whole town around them. If anyone's out there interested, call him.
Yeah, there you go. Get in touch with you. You know, obviously, you mentioned the Lotus Foundation. 100% of the proceeds from this exhibition going to the Lotus Foundation. It's a foundation you and Barbara started. You know, the objective of the foundation is to fund substance abuse recovery, cerebral palsy, brain tumors, cancer, homelessness, and animals in need.
And Waterade.
And Waterade.
Waterade was our first one. I truly believe that, you know, everybody should have at least water. You know.
Absolutely.
So we
Good for you.
support people who are finding water for, you know, in South Africa or wherever, Ethiopia, you know, wherever. I just support Waterade to get water to the people.
It's important.
Yeah.
We need it. Good for you,
Well,
man.
also they had you know, the Battersea Flower Show.
Yeah.
They took a lawn, you know, a space, and put, and you know, flowers need water. You know.
Everything needs water.
Yeah. Excuse me.
How many of these a
trying
day?
to catch up.
How many of these a day are you drinking?
At least 4.
That's good. That's good. It's
Yeah.
healthy. That's why he looks so
Yeah.
good. As he sips his thing. You know, as I mentioned early in the interview, there's so much to talk about. I want to move on to Anthology 4. 30 years after the original Anthology, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yes. Well, so are the records, the
Yeah.
remixing,
Yeah.
or the box set, or Take 9, which was never Take 9. You know, most of the takes were like, okay, so one of us went wrong. It's like 2 bars, but it's got that number. So when they say, oh, this is Take 9, well, no, it was Take 3, you know, or 2 when we actually got through it.
The full thing. That's funny you say that because I saw one of the tracks on the track list was like Take 24. I'm like, these guys are just like going crazy in there. That's great.
Well, another story that just interests you with Harry Nilsson and Richard Perry was doing a song, and Harry had a track called 54. And we were in London recording it, and Richard always wanted another one anyway. And we got to full take 54. And we talked about it after, we were all like, wow, this has got to be it. Let's do it again, lads. Oh, no.
And again.
Yeah, it's like, that's the most I've ever played one song all the way through, 54 times.
Jeez, man. How do you know which take's right?
It's the producer.
They
He
choose.
tells you. Richard did the first pop record on me, the Ringo album.
Yeah, it's a great record.
You know, and it's like Ringo and the All-Stars on record. There's a lot of musicians and faces were on, and even we got down to John and George, who just happened to come to LA for some reason. They're on it, you know. So I like a mixed bag.
Oh, you do like a mixed
I
bag.
do.
You know, and some of the stuff on Anthology we've heard before. Some of it's new. Are you constantly surprised at like, there's more stuff? Like, how is there more stuff?
Yeah. Well, there's only, in a lot of cases, the same stuff, but Giles has remixed it or remastered it. And I love all the remixes because you can hear the bass drum. Have I told you this before? Yeah.
That's a great story. I'll hear it again.
Yeah, but, you know, because in the early 60s, you know, everything was mono anyway, but, you know, it wasn't very technical, but if they took anything down, take the bass down a bit, say, no, man, we'll leave it. No, you're over the red line, we got to take it down. And, but we worked our way up and told them what to do.
Yeah.
They weren't telling us anymore.
Yeah, it's a treat for fans, man. You know.
Yeah.
And of course, it's 12 LP vinyl. That's crazy.
Yeah.
8 CD. It used to be 8-part series. Now it's going to be a 9-part series on Disney Plus coming November 26th.
Yeah.
So you can't miss it. It's going to be a book as well. It's going to be, you know,
Yeah.
it's absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
But demos, rehearsals, various takes. It's quite intimate, isn't it?
It is intimate, but it's also, I mean, with the last one that came out, you know, the 8 hours, because, and I'll never understand, they found 56 hours of unused tape, film. 56 hours.
It's like, what?
And that's why Peter Jackson could make that new with the old documentary, and he did such a great job. But he had all the footage, you know, and it took us up to, let's make like 10 years ago when we found it, and then he did it, you know, within the last 10 years. And there's still a lot of stuff to be found out there, you know, in there.
Somewhere,
Yeah,
who knows?
yeah.
To your point there, when you see the stuff back, is it how you remembered it?
Well, I don't think you can remember every moment of your life, but when sitting, I mean, like the last one you're talking about, George and Paul and I are in the studio playing. We do some rock song. Can't remember which one it is now. It's just, you know, it's one of those songs we all knew, and we just played it because that's what we did. We played, and you know, and we worked hard. If it was a record, if it was new, but you know, Carl Perkins. I've just done a remake of another Carl Perkins song on my New Country album. And because T-Bone loves the idea that the first 2 songs I had on Beatle records was Carl Perkins, and I was just covering them.
Right.
And and I just loved it because he was like country and rock at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is a little sadder. I'd never heard this one, and T-Bone told me neither had he. But it's beautiful.
Yeah.
He was such a great writer, and you know, we played on his special, Eric Clapton, George and I, and a lot of people from England when he came to England to do his special. Great. So if you go on the internet, you find that special we did. It's great.
Oh, my buddy Ringo Starr.
I can't wait to hear the new record.
Yeah.
See everything that you've got
Well,
going
that's we're thinking February.
on. Okay.
We're busy, and he's busy too, and we're going to work on the record in October. So how long will that take? We don't know. So let's relax. It's out February.
Well, if look
But
up,
you know, the record label may change my mind.
it's up to them, is it?
No, it's not. But they're just like, you know, do you think we could have it January the 19th? Whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if Look Up One is, I love how I call it Look Up One. If Look Up is
Yeah.
any indication,
Yeah.
your fans are in for a treat. Ringo, pleasure always.
Hey, brother. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace and love. There you go.
Thank you.
Looking groovy again.
Always, man. Always. Thank you.